Hi.
Hi. How are you?
I'm not good.
Oh, that's not good. What's the matter?
I have a cough.
Uh-huh.
I knew that my cough is caused by hotel mold.
By
Hotel mold.
the hotel mold.
Yeah. I'm sorry for canceling the last lesson.
It's okay. So what are you gonna do? You have to wear that mask when you're in the hotel?
Yeah.
Oh, that's terrible.
I went to the hospital.
Uh-huh.
Doctor says so.
My son has the same thing, okay?
Oh, really?
Yeah. Unfortunately, when he comes home, he starts sneezing all the time and coughing. And there's nothing we can do about it here, because in Indonesia, we have a lot of mold because of water. Groundwater seeps up into the building. So it gets into the walls and we get mold. And there's nothing we can do except tear the house down, which I'm not going to do. Oh, so are you taking medicine?
Yeah, but maybe my cough won't be good. And while I'm stay.
While you're staying in the hotel.
Yeah, while I'm staying in the hotel.
So can you move?
I asked for changing my hotel
Uh-huh.
To the company today, but but maybe I can't change. But my colleague colleagues have cough too. All member.
Oh, really?
So this hotel is cause is this hotel.
So so the company's not going to do anything. Everybody's sick in your hotel and they're not going to change it?
Yeah. But my company suggest us change the room. But all member has cough, so it doesn't matter.
Right. Yes, that's right. It doesn't matter which room you're in.
Yeah.
Oh, wow. That's terrible. And you still have what, 6 weeks to go?
6. Yeah.
Oh, wow. So when you're not in the hotel, do you feel better?
Yeah. While I went back my house Golden Week, I was so fine. But after I returned this hotel,
back again.
Yeah, back again.
Oh. Gee, that's too bad.
Yeah.
Well, nothing you can do about it then, I guess.
Yeah. Only solution is only moving.
Yeah. There's no other place that you can go to.
Yeah.
Okay. Well, so you're going to wear that mask the whole time you're in the hotel for the next 6 weeks?
Full time?
Yeah. For the rest of your stay in the hotel, you have to wear the mask.
Yeah. I bought 30 masks yesterday.
Wow. Okay. Oh, that's awful. Yeah, that's okay. I feel bad for you. I know how irritating this is for my son. I tried to get him what's it called? Air purifier.
Air purifier.
Purifier. Air purifier. And that helps a little bit. I got him a small one that he could put in his room, and that helps some.
That's good.
So did the hotel say anything? Have you talked to anybody in the hotel?
Everybody talk.
Have you spoken to hotel management about the problem?
Have you spoken? No. We were said that wait a minute.
Okay.
We need to we need to hand in the evidence of our
illness.
Yeah, our illness.
Mm-hmm.
So we can't spoke to the hotel management about our problem.
Okay. Well.
Sorry.
It's okay. Don't worry about it. That's awful. Well, okay. Let's do a lesson about asking for advice. You could use some advice.
So I'll be Kevin.
Okay.
To ask for some advice.
Sure. How can I help you?
I'm trying to decide whether to move to another city. If you were me, what would you do?
I would listen to your family. Since they have to move with you, what does your family suggest?
I haven't asked them yet. What do you advise me to do?
You should have a family meeting. Your family will give you guidance.
Do you know what else I need to do to move? What would you suggest?
I'm not sure what is the best way. Perhaps you need expert advice.
Yes, you're right. I should find someone who has moved before and ask them, what should I do?
Sometimes people may give you advice without you asking. For example, here is a free bit of advice. Okay, how about vocabulary?
Vocabulary, advice, an opinion or suggestion, but what someone should do.
Mm-hmm.
My advice to you is to travel the world. If you were me, what would you do? Complete sentence. asking for advice thinking that person was you. I don't have enough money to pay my rent. If you were me, what would you do? Advice. Advice to give information to someone, a suggestion or opinion. Advise you to get more sleep.
So advise is the verb form and advice is the noun.
I understand. What do you suggest? Complete sentence. A way to ask for advice. I'm having problems losing weight. What do you suggest I do? What do you advise me to do? Complete sentence. A way to ask for advice. I can't start my car. What do you advise me to do? Do you know? Phrase. A way to ask for advice or help. Do you know where I can buy cheap gas? Guidance. Help or advice that tells you what to do. She asked for my guidance about living abroad.
So with guidance, did you have guidance counselors in school when you were in high school? Did you have guidance counselors?
Guidance counselor.
A guidance counselor in American schools, a guidance counselor is someone who helps you make decisions about what to do after you graduate from high school. So should you go to college? Should you get a job? What kind of things? So they give you guidance. You didn't have those.
Maybe my wait a minute. My homeroom teacher. Homeroom teacher did. My homeroom teacher worked as a guidance counselor.
Yeah, right. Okay. When I was teaching junior high school, that's what I would do. Because there's only guidance counselors in high school in American schools. So in junior high schools, the homeroom teacher does it, just like you were saying. So somebody would say, a student, should I study math more, or should I study science, or should I study literature? And so then I would give them some advice, some guidance. Okay.
Expert, having a special skill or knowledge about a subject. He gave me his expert opinion on buying a car. What should I do? A way to ask for advice. My car was stolen. What should I do? A free bit of advice. Give advice to someone when they didn't ask for it. Here's a free bit of advice. You better be prepared for the test tomorrow.
Okay, now with a free bit of advice. A free bit of advice. Some people don't like a free bit of advice. They don't want to hear your advice. So if somebody says, "Let me give you a free bit of advice," you go, "Oh no," or you go, "Okay." It depends on who you're talking to. If it's a good friend, you go, "Oh, great." If it's somebody else, like maybe a boss, you go, "Oh, do I really want to hear this?"
I think so.
Okay. How would you ask for advice if you wanted to quit smoking?
I really need to stop smoking. What do you suggest I do? My doctor advised me to quit smoking. If you were me, what would you do?
Mhm.
My girlfriend don't
My girlfriend
like
doesn't like smoking.
doesn't like smoking.
Uh-huh.
What do you advise me to do?
Okay. What do you advise me to do? Okay. Now, see, I would say get a different girlfriend. That's because I'm a smoker, of course.
You choose tobacco.
I choose to. Yes, because I've had a number of girlfriends and wives who don't like smoking. But yes, I say, well, it's me or cigarettes. If you want me, you have to have cigarettes. If you don't want cigarettes, then you don't want me. So when you say, if you were me, what would you do? When you get that, that's usually only for something that you would say to a good friend if you were asking for advice. You don't usually ask strangers, if you were me, what would you do? That didn't show up on the screen, did it? Messaging is, hello, is it working? No. Okay, well, there it is, twice now. If you were me, what would you do? That's only for a friend that you would say that. You wouldn't usually say that to someone, a stranger. So you might, like with your girlfriend, you could say, yeah, my girlfriend doesn't like smoking. If you were me, what would you do? And then they would give you some advice. So sometimes some ways of asking for advice are formal and some ways are informal. So if you were me, what would you do? That's informal.
Really?
And what would you advise me to do is more formal. So you could ask your boss or somebody in your company that's senior to you. You could use that.
I understand.
Okay.
Thank you.
Let's see. I'm always late for work. What should I do?
I suggest you get up earlier. I think you should use 2 alarm clocks. I recommend you sleeping earlier.
Okay, I recommend that you go to sleep earlier.
You go to sleep earlier.
Okay, that's good advice. Doesn't always work for me. I can't go to sleep early, unfortunately.
What time do you go to bed?
Well, because I'm on Cambly until 11 o'clock, I usually go to bed at midnight. Before I started working on Cambly, I used to go to bed sometimes at 9.
Very early.
Yes, because when you get old, you get tired more easily. And so you get sleepy at 9 o'clock. That's why I'm always drinking tea and coffee at night to keep me awake.
Do you work morning or afternoon?
Yeah, I have been working 2.5 hours a day in the morning, but I'm stopping that. I'm going down to 2 hours a day, 3 days a week, so that I have more time off. Because I'm just working too much.
2 hours a day, 3 days a week.
Right. That's in the daytime, and then at night, I'm on for 4.5 hours every 4.5 hours every day.
So long time you work.
Yeah.
Can you teach English well in the evening?
I'm not sure exactly what you mean.
Your evening lesson. Do you change your evening lesson to morning or afternoon?
Oh no, I have the same people that do lessons every day, basically. And so, like, I have a Korean student who does 10 o'clock to 11 o'clock, 5 days a week. And then I have the 9 to 10 o'clock people. So I keep my schedule based on them, because I've been working with them for some of them for 8 months. So I keep that schedule. The morning is more flexible because I don't have that many people in the morning. Because almost everybody I work with is from Japan, Korea, or China. And so this is the time when they're off work. In the morning, they're not. So when I used to have a lot of students, I had more work earlier in the day, but I don't have many students anymore. It's mostly professional people, scientists, doctors, people like that. And so they like doing it later at night because a lot of them do a lot of overtime. And so they like doing sessions later at night.
I understand. So if you take absent from your night lesson, they can't take a lesson.
Right. Well, they could do it with somebody else. I took it was last week. I took 2 days off last week.
Oh, really?
And went traveling on my motorcycle.
Oh, that's good.
And so everybody said, "How come I can't book any lessons on Monday and Tuesday?" And I said, "I'm going on vacation." They said, "You never go on vacation." I said, "Well, I know, that's why I'm going. I need a vacation." Okay, let's see. How would you ask for advice if you wanted help with the IELTS exam?
I need to study for the IELTS exam. What should I do? I'm not ready to take the
IELTS.
IELTS exam. What do you advise me to do? I have no time. I have no time until the IELTS exam. If you were me, what would you do?
Okay, good. What would you do? Okay. It's interesting. Sometimes Cambly tutors get people and they say, I need help with the IELTS exam. We say, okay, great. When are you going to take it? Tomorrow. Sorry, it's a little late to ask for help now.
Tomorrow.
Yeah, really, I'm serious. We have people that call up and say that. I'm taking the exam tomorrow. I need help. It's like, no, you can't do this. It's got to be because the IELTS exam is difficult. And people usually study for a year, 6 months or a year for the exam. And we often get people who call and they want, the next day, or I'm doing it this weekend. Can you help me? It's a little late. How would you give a free bit of advice about learning English?
Here's a free bit of advice. Watch movies in English. Here's a free bit of advice. Read newspapers in English. Here's a free bit of advice. Listening the music on YouTube.
Listening to music on YouTube is a good way to learn English.
It's a good way to learn English.
Okay, good. How would you ask for advice about studying English abroad?
I can't decide which country I want to study in. What should I do? I can't find an apartment to live in. I need your expert advice. I can't decide which restaurant I will work.
Which restaurant?
Yeah.
Okay.
I will work.
Okay, here I can't decide which restaurant in which I will work.
Which I will work.
Okay.
What do you suggest?
Okay, good. You suggest. Okay, and you could also say for that, I can't decide which restaurant where I will work, and then the rest. But the best way to say it is I can't decide which restaurant in which I will work. But you could also say where I will work. Okay, two different ways to say it, but they're both acceptable. Okay. Before we're done, so what are you doing? What are you doing at work now?
What are you doing?
Right. What are they doing? What's your training now? At work.
At work, I am training about advertising. Advertising, kind of advertising. I am learning.
Oh, okay. For the company.
Yeah. Display advertising. normal advertising, promotion advertising, many kind of advertising I'm learning.
Oh, okay. That sounds interesting. Is it interesting or?